Hello, people. Hello, how's everyone doing? Oh, it's feeling just good. Hi. If you're watching this video, don't worry about my face. I had some chemical peel. It's just now starting to peel. So a few of my videos for some days is going to look like this, but I think I still look good. Yeah. I do this microblading and chemical peels because I don't like to wear foundations and powder and makeup. Just lipstick, lip liner, and eyelashes. I don't like to cake my face up. I like my face clean and smooth with no makeup. Yeah. So this is why I do these things. This is a chemical peel. It's gonna take some time for it to peel. So you guys, let's move past this. Let's talk about this thing. It says a MAGA couple, right? It says a MAGA couple turns on Trump after business plunges in tariff consequences. Okay, so I got this from the damage control. Hold on, let me click on. Yeah, I got this from this guy on YouTube. His handle is the damage report. Sorry, it says the damage report. I got this. I was just scrolling. I like to see what's going on and things that I talk about. So when I see them, I'm like, this is worth talking about. So I got this from a YouTuber. His handle is the damage report. The damage report. That's his handle. Because I like to give credit. When I get any of these things, I like to just. And it says a MAGA couple turns on Trump after business plunges in tariff consequences. This has been happening lately. The MAGAs, they're upset, they're mad. But my question is, if Trump was to run again, these same people that are upset and mad, in another 3-4 years, we know Trump can run. This is his last run, But if he was to run again, these same MAGA that are crying right now, that are complaining, that are turning against him, they're going to go again and vote. So that's why now I just sit back. Just so you know, people, I'm not a Democrat. I'm not a Republican. I'm a liberal. I'm not even independent. You can say independent. Like, I can vote for a Republican, depends. Never voted for Trump. No. I just don't believe in diminishing people, insulting people, being disrespectful to people, calling people out of their names, and things. No, I never voted for him. Have I voted for a Republican before? Yes. So I'm more of a liberal independent. Anybody that is running, be it state or in the federal government, be it a state or running for president, is what is going to benefit me and what I feel like is best for the country or the society. Is who I think is best or what is going to be best, how that person is going to help improve the country or the society more, and how it's going to benefit me more. Is that's the person I'm going to vote for. So I don't care about the Democrat, Republican, liberal, independent. I don't care about those things. It's the individual, how you're going to help, what you've achieved, what you've accomplished, how the experience that you have. That's how I vote. So if Trump was a good person, Trump, naturally, I'm sorry to say, is not a good human being. We all have our opinions, right? I'm not going to be disrespectful to him. But it's okay for you to say somebody is a good human being. Like I always teach my daughter, just be a good human. That's all God asks. I'm sorry to say, but Trump is not a good human being. Just a good human. No, he's not. So, I cannot see myself voting for somebody like that. Now, if somebody like, which Republican do I think is a good human being and will run the country really good? Who do I think now that is a Republican that I wouldn't mind voting for? Can I think about one right now? Governor, is this a former governor, right? Mitt Romney. Was it not? Wait, you guys, don't quote me. Is it Utah? The former Utah governor? Hold on, people. That, I remember when he used to run, I'm like, yeah, I'm going to vote for him if he ends up winning the election and he comes like, is it the primary election? Yeah, but he never gets there for me to be able to. Yeah, Governor Mitt Romney. Hold on, let me see. Yeah, Mitt Romney. Yeah, businessman, former United States state senator. Well, it was never a governor. I thought it was a former governor of Utah, right? Republican Party, age 78 years old. Oh, Mitt Romney, 78 years old already. Still looks handsome though. Look, isn't he handsome? I like that gray hair that he has here. And the way he just carries himself like a good human being. And it don't matter which way you want to go. He always stands 10 toes down. But he's careful, you know. So Mitt Romney, I've always, like, right from time I follow when he's running for something, when he's talking, you know, he always, at the end of the day, let's just be good humans to each other. This Republican I will vote for. This one. Yes. This one I will vote for. I have one more. I forgot his name that I will vote for too. You know, so that's just my opinion. But Trump, no. So he says MAGA people are mad. So I'm going to play this damage report guy's video that he made, some of it, and I'm going to play it and then talk about it. I'm going to play it and talk about it. Okay? So let's listen. It says MAGA people are mad. I don't know what they were expecting.
Georgia has a couple of businesses that have not been doing well since Trump was sworn in. His tariffs have been really rough on their businesses, and they're apparently questioning their support for Donald Trump and for the Republican Party. And I love to see people actually changing their mind based on changing circumstances. So I want to focus on this couple for a second. This is Jesse and Carter Meadows of rural Georgia. They're historically mostly Republican, although Jesse had voted for Obama in the past. And interviewed, they said that they liked Trump's outsider messaging. And I'm going to try not to be too hard on that, considering that he is a politically connected billionaire for literally decades who has already served as president. But okay, sure, outsider, that's fine. And that they haven't liked the inflation they experienced under Joe Biden, which we know is true of tens of millions of voters. One other factor that caused them to support Donald Trump is that they wanted the Epstein files to be released. So you can probably see where most of this is going. So they wanted Trump to improve the economy, but so far that hasn't happened. The phone that used to ring in their businesses apparently sits mostly quiet because one of their businesses is like things like flowers. And they say that customers are still reluctant to spend on an extra like flowers in small town.
So let me read that stuff that he says, because I know most of you can see. I'm going to read the prompt that he was reading from the news, from the news where he's talking about, right? It says the phone that used to ring all day during Trump's first term sits mostly quiet. So that means during Trump's first term, their phones were ringing crazy, but now it's quiet. Things have changed. Things change. It says customers are still reluctant to spend on an extra such as flowers, in her corner of small town Georgia. A box of fox berries from China recently arrived at the shop with a note explaining that they cost 17% more because of Trump's tariffs. Yeah, that has happened to me. You know, I sell stuff. I have a website, and it's a little like the shoes and bag, NadineBShoes.com, like the shoes and bag that I sell, right? If I remember this year, the tariffs have been going up and down. When you tell them why did they increase, they tell you, oh, the tariffs. At some point, you're going to get tired of it. And you have to make a decision, what do I do? You know, they increase it. Like the shoes and bags, sometimes they increase it by mine, like $1, $2. And when you think about it, $1, $2, and you order like what? 100, 200 shoes? $1, $2 becomes how much? And that's a business. So let's keep going.
A box of fake berries from China recently arrived at the shop with a note explaining that they cost 17% more because of Trump's tariffs. A lot of the things they import, I'm sure, will be. The Carters also run a funeral home that's also having some issues. Apparently, tariffs are pushing up prices for one of his suppliers, and Carter isn't sure how long he can hold off raising his own rates. The tariffs, he said, seemed unplanned and childish, and I think that he is onto something there. And apparently it's not just this couple, because in new polls, a quarter of conservative voters disapprove of Trump's handling of the economy, as tariffs upend business and lower-income Americans cut back their spending. There's also, in the non-economic front, we brought up Epstein. A lot of MAGA people are angry about that. Apparently, Jesse and Carter, that couple, were sitting in a living room one day when Jesse saw a reference on Facebook to a Trump True Social post where Trump allegedly said, "Their new scam is what we will forever call the Jeffrey Epstein hoax, and my past supporters have bought into this bull-ass hook, line, and sinker." And Jesse turned to her husband and said, "It's gotta be fake," but they looked it up and it, of course, was not fake. And briefly, Carter felt ashamed of his vote. Jesse was angry. She was MAGA, she decided, but MAGA wasn't synonymous with Trump. And I said at the time, what a strange strategy, Nina, that you know how much your base cares about this thing, and for you to say that they're...
What do you mean MAGA wasn't synonymous with Trump? Trump is MAGA. MAGA is Trump. You know, you guys don't try. Some of the MAGA people now try to... I'm a Republican. I know someone who used to be a MAGA here, or, you know, we're friends, but we're not close friends. The whole family, MAGA, but guess what? Now, oh no, what's MAGA? We're not MAGA, no, we're Republicans. I'm like, okay, if you say so. But you're not going to argue with people like that. You have to let people learn. What goes around comes around. People have to learn. It's like sometimes people are mad. Why are you guys mad at MAGA people? No, they're going to learn. And when they learn, some of them learn the hard way. Because some people, when they say MAGA are voting for Trump, they don't think about in what's going to happen in the future, right? They don't think forward. And most of the MAGAs just jump on the bandwagon. MAGA, right? But it baffles me that like the business people will also jump on this bandwagon. And then now it's affecting them. These are not just the only MAGA people that is complaining. These are not the only ones. But the problem was, and still is, one thing that I keep saying, America is not ready for a female president. It's not just because Kamala Harris was black. That's part of it. But mostly, a lot of men that I speak to, they will tell you they will never vote for a female. And some of them, I have to remind them, you have a daughter, you have daughters. When your daughters grow up and decide they want to run as a president of the United States tomorrow, are you going to vote for her? He says, and then some of them says, yes, that's my daughter. What's good for the goose is not good for the gander, right? Yes, it is. So she's a female, and a female is not ready to run this country. But if it was your daughter that was running, you would vote for her as a male. Right? So a lot of MAGA people, some of them don't even know why they vote for Trump. I'm sorry to say. They don't even know why they vote for him. But just because it's Trump and it's MAGA and it's Republican, they vote. And in situations like these businesses, when they start running down the ground, some people are even closing their businesses. I saw it on CNN because don't forget, sometimes Fox don't want to carry these things because it makes Trump and them look bad. Fox News don't carry these things. But other news outlets carries it. Social media carries these things. If you're a business person, you know how this thing is affecting you. It's affecting me. Like, and another thing, can Trump just focus on running the country and running it good instead of going after everybody but forgetting why he was voted in there? I didn't vote for him, but he's our president. Everybody is if you're a United States citizen, Donald Trump is your president. And Donald Trump needs to protect, and serve everybody in this country, because that was what it was put in there for. It don't matter if you voted for him or you did not vote for him. It was put in there to guide, to guard, and protect for the people of the United States of America. No matter how you slice and dice it. So for him to pick and choose who is going to protect, who is going to favor, you're supposed to favor everybody in the United States of America. Not the, if you have to find out, are they Republicans or Democrats or Independents? Did they vote for me? Or are they MAGA? Wrong. Trump needs to do his job, the #1 job in the world, and do it proper and do it right. This thing keeps affecting people, and it's not just business. It's so many things going on. Like when you look, you don't even know what to pay attention to anymore. It's like chaos. It's not even like chaos. It is chaos. The United States is very chaotic right now because of President Donald J. Trump. Please leave a comment and don't be emotional. Don't be sentimental. Because you love Trump, you're going to leave a crazy comment. Be sincere with yourself. Leave a comment. I would like to hear what you guys say. And if you haven't subscribed, subscribe to this channel. And if Democrat, you guys are just there keeping quiet. You guys have no leaders right now. So as much as we're talking about Republicans and Donald Trump, Democrats are there. I don't hear nothing. It's cricket. Cricket. You guys are saying if people want things to change, they have to go out and vote in the what does it call it? In the next election that is coming up. What do you call it? Yeah, but you guys have to also go out there from now, right now, and be talking to people. And be sincere as Democrat. What you guys need is sometimes iron sharpens iron. You have to meet people where they are. You guys forget about those nice Miss Goody Two-Shoes you guys are doing. You guys need to meet Republicans, meet Trump. Where is that? Trump is crazy. You guys need to meet him with craziness too. If not, you guys are going to lose most of your voters to Republicans. Because you're already losing a lot of black men, even if a lot of black men still voted Democrat last time. But if you look at the movement right now, the amount of black men and even some black women, other race, brown-skinned people, that is going Republican. Because they're tired of hearing a politically correct, no. Sometimes no. This is why I like Gavin Newsom. Speak how you feel. Like somebody like me. This is why I said I'm not a Democrat, I'm not a Republican, because I speak what I see, how I feel. I just speak from my mind the truth. Take it however way you want to take it. And that's how most human beings, most people want to hear it. It's not, don't sugarcoat anything. Like Trump. I said the only thing I like about him is that what you see is what you get. As much as I don't like him, I just said that he's not a good human being. But you know what to expect. It's like now, people are crying. I know Republicans that are mad right now. Republicans that are mad right now. In real life. They're mad of how, these are wealthy Republicans I know here in Texas. Multi-millionaires. Like millionaires, okay? Some of them are my friends. I know them. They're mad right now. Oh, he's ruining the business. Oh, I don't like the way he's operating. Can he just focus on the country instead of, retaliating against people and like focusing on the things that are not necessary? They're not happy. And this is the time for Democrats to actually take a bite out of it. Instead, they're dancing around the bush. That's why I like Gavin Newsom, the governor of California. Yeah, some people say, oh, he's just talking as a politician. All politicians are the same. May the best win, may the best player win. Whoever talks the most of what people want to hear is what you're going to get. But the only thing I said with Donald Trump, what you see is what you get. If he says he's going to do something, he's going to do it. And people still voted for him. And the things that he's doing now, he said it that he was going to do them. So that's why I tell some of my friends when they're mad that Republicans have voted for him, when they're mad like, oh, in SHIT, in this, and I just look at them and said, I'm not surprised because he told us this was the things that he was going to do. People like that, as much as you don't like them, but when it comes to, he said it, he's doing it, you have to respect it. And that's what Democrats needs to be doing. Mean what you say when you say it and act. It's like sometimes Democrats are scared. That's why I'm like, no, I can never be a full Democrat. Now, do I vote Democrat most of the time? Like Democrat ways most of the time? Yes. Will I ever vote Republican? Yes. Independent? Yes. It don't matter. Am I Democrat? No. Am I Republican? No. No. I swing whichever way. But this time I'm like, if Democrats don't change, no, I'm not giving them my vote. If I find a good Republican, I'm voting. And that's what I'm just saying. Like, Democrats, you guys need to come with something good. Swear if you have to, curse if you have to. Do things that you know is good for the people. Act a fool if you have to. Trump acts a fool every time. But guess what? People love him. They say, oh, that's him. That's just who he is. He speaks his mind. Do I agree with almost 98% of the things that he says? No. They are annoying, I'm sorry to say, and they're disgusting, the things that he says, especially about other human beings. But it tells you how he feels. Why Democrats, they be tiptoeing, they be dancing around, and then people say, oh my God, they keep twirling, and I'm dizzy, bye. Come on national TV, just like Donald Trump, and speak how you feel. And watch how people are going to say, yes. Few times when Gavin Newsom speaks, or every now and then, some Democrats, they come and speak their mind. Or what's that black lady's name? What's that lady's name? Jasmine, the House representative. She's not a senator, House rep. She speaks how she feels every time, and people love her for it. I love her for it. You know what I'm saying? I always used to say, like, there's something that people can take away everything from you, but the things people will never take away is your dignity and your words. Yes, she said it. Yes, he said it. Your dignity and if you have dignity, nobody can ever take it. Your words, nobody can ever take that. So this is not the time that I just thought I should bring this thing quickly. I don't want to play the whole video. You guys already get the gist of what's going on. You know, I'm sure you guys know people, or even you yourself that is watching. This thing is affecting you. And if it's beneficial to you, there's a video I wanted to shoot one time. Like this whole year, one thing that I can say is that as much as my business is not going too well, is like the tariffs. The tariffs is a mess. If you're a business person in America, you deal business from China here, the tariffs is a mess. I'm serious. And then grocery is crazy. Listen, I never used to look. For years, I never looked at. People will ask me, how much did you get? How much is that at the grocery? I'm like, I don't know. I just go to the store, get all the organic stuff I need, and I come home. But just recently, I'm looking at my grocery. I'm doing self-checkout. And you know, self-checkout, you have to have, is it 10 or 15 items or less to do self-checkout at HEB. I'm doing self-checkout, and it says almost $200. And I'm like, what? I picked fruits, vegetable, and I'm like, and I had to look like, how much is this? How much is that? And I'm looking like, oh my God. I never used to look at those things. Groceries, they're even higher now than when Biden, the things that people were crying for, that Trump says, once he comes in, he's going to change it real quick. Everything is going to, everything is going to be better, never this. It's even higher now. They're worse now. And that thing pissed me off the other day when I saw that. Now, when it comes to stocks and my investment, those ones are good. I was going to make this video the other time. I'm like, okay, all 4 years of Biden, when I look at my stocks and investment, It was always very slow, very slow. I get a little return. But now I'm not going to lie. Since Trump got in since January, when they sent me a statement, I decided, usually I don't look at the statement. I look at my statement like 3 times a year. And I'm like, oh Lord. And then sometimes I log in and you can log in and see. So most times I log in because I like to see what's going on with my money and the investment. And I'm like, oh my God. By this time, I used to get mad. And sometimes I would tell my financial advisor, like, I want to pull. Sometimes I just feel like I want to pull my money out. And it's like, no. But since Trump got in January, I just checked like in March. And I went back to February and now April, May. Now I'm paying more attention. And I'm like, this is good. On the investment part, stocks and stuff, it's good. Like, are you an investor? Like, especially stocks, and I invest with JP Morgan Chase, with JP Morgan Stanley. It's good. That part is good. But the business part and grocery and day-to-day, no. And I'm not just the only one saying it. We just need a better governor of the states. Of the United States of America, really. But what do you guys think? Those were not the only business people. I just thought, okay, let me play you guys a snippet of what's going on. A lot of MAGA people are getting mad. They are annoyed about what's going on. But I'm just saying, like, these are the same people that if Trump was still going to run in another 3 years that is left, they will still go vote for him. They'll forget about all these things that they're going through right now. Some of them will. Maybe half of the people will, and then more than half will still vote for him, and then some of them would not end up saying, no, I want to try the other person. I don't care if they're Democrat or independent. So what do you guys think? Leave a comment. Does this thing affect you? Are you a MAGA? If you're a MAGA, this is a safe space. If I see anyone, please leave your opinion in the comments. Tell me how you feel. Be respectful about it. And just say exactly how you feel. Does this thing affect you, or you don't care? Or no, it's not affecting you, you're okay, life goes on? Leave a comment. And if you haven't subscribed, subscribe. And if I see any comment, because someone left a comment and the other one comes and doesn't like the comment the person is leaving, and now start insulting and being disrespectful, I'm going to delete it. Sorry. This is a safe space. We all are entitled to our opinion, speak how we feel, and not get shut down because you're not happy about what somebody else is saying. The way God gave you mouth to speak, that's how God gave me mouth to speak. Now, it's not my fault that you don't like what's coming out of my mouth. It's called go about your business if you don't like it. You don't have to come and be disrespectful about it. So, you guys, I'll talk to you guys later. Bye. Subscribe.